Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the KZ ZAR, which is I think it's an 8 driver hybrid, so 7 BAs and 1 dynamic driver per side. Kind of a normal higher driver count from KZ. And yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank KZ themselves for sending this out to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, let's just get into it. So this is the normal kind of premium model packaging, shall we say. So mine's the black one, no mic. There's all the specs. 16.5 ohm impedance, sensitivity is 109. All the stuff's usual, it's the same because they always use 3.5 and they always got the same kind of connector. So yeah, 8 unit hybrid. So this time they didn't put 16 or anything like that. Take these out. I do like what they look like in black. So I guess this is just KZ's version of the CCA HM20, which I wasn't that really keen on. And that's what it looks like. So it's obviously very smoked. DD there. The BAs are around the dynamic. I don't know if that's good or bad. Take this off. That's what it looks like. All kind of standard stuff, shall we say. Bit of paperwork, obviously tips. Comes with the star lines, as you can see. Medium's already fitted. Cable looks a little different. So let's have a look. And bear in mind, these are, I think, around the $80 mark. So these aren't cheap compared to normal. So cable looks a little bit different. Yeah, that's it. So straight. I prefer right angle, but that's what the cable looks like. And yeah, I've already graphed these and I've already been using them for a bit, so I will just get straight into the review. So yeah, see you in the next clip. So yeah, so straight onto the review section of the KZ ZAR or ZAR if you're American. And yeah, that's what they look like. So comfort is okay. They are quite secure. You can see there's the lip, which they tend to do. I had no real issues. They are on the thicker side, so this is deeper than like normal. But I really had no issues with them. Same for like the actual overall build, seems fine. Excuse me, but yeah, not too bad at all really. Same for power and sensitivity. I had no issues driving these. I don't think really, apart from the plain KZ models, they're all relatively straightforward. You don't really need anything special, really. Yeah, so let's go into like technicalities. This technicality seems fine. I don't know how much work the BAs are doing. You need someone to rip one of these apart and see how much the armatures affect the tuning. I don't know. I'm not going to rip these apart, obviously, because I'm a review unit. So yeah, but overall it seems fine really. So there's the DD. I think it might be the Zun model, as they call it. See, it's not very big. You can see it there. So yeah, so timbre these seems fine really. Nothing out of the ordinary. Again, I'm not quite sure how much the armatures work. And yeah, so let's talk about stage. So sound stage on these was, again, okay for what they are. I think you probably want a bit more, but it is what it is. Same for imaging, it's okay. Like they're an okay set so far. And that's just what they look like. They're not a bad set, but these are, I think, before I even get to the sound, they are too expensive, really. They do have a very similar tuning to the ZS10 Pro X, but they are cheaper. And yeah, so sound really. I'm going to overlay the graph so you can have a look. Excuse me. So yeah, they're definitely on the bassy side. Now compared to the CCA HM20, where you can use the squig tool to link it over, they seem a lot more, it seems more V-shaped. They are more bassy than these. And also bear in mind, these are quite bassy as well. That was even more bassy, so bear in mind. These are a little bit more balanced than the HM20. And because of that, I think it's better. They had far too much low end. but like any other normal KZ model, apart from the ZEX Pro and the CRN, that's the only model which is lighter on low end, but that was the Clinical collab. This is again like normal dynamic driver quality from KZ. Obviously, you can see it's elevated. I like these for electronic music. It seems fine, but I go straight into the mid range. Like any other KZ, the mids are scooped out, as you can see. It does give enough body for like male vocals, see, to where it's a bit thicker. I do like a little bit of a bleed, but not that much. Again, it's tuned like any other normal KZ, and then obviously it shoots up towards the top of the mid-range. So female vocals sound fine, but because it's recessed, it seems like some instruments are further away than they should be. It all depends on obviously what you're listening to, but yeah, kind of normal, shall we say. It's already better than the HM20. That's two V'd really, but and treble. Now mine has a little bit of a mismatch, but I didn't really notice that. But treble again is forward at the lower section, the present section. It's okay. I wouldn't want it any more, shall we say. Again, it's better tuned than the HM20, which was I think a bit too much. A treble extension seems fine. As you can see, it goes beyond 10 without falling off. Like compared to the ZNA I did fairly recently, this is a much better product than that. That fell off a cliff after like 4K or something. But yeah, these aren't a bad set, but I think them too expensive. Around the $80 to $90 mark, I'm pretty sure. They aren't worth that. This is more of a $50 product, I think, or $40 in the overall tuning. But yeah, treble is fine really. It is again forward. I prefer it not to be as forward. I prefer more balanced tuning, as in basically less of a V shape. But yeah, it's fine. Instrument separation, the details and everything sounds okay. They're just not an amazing set really. And yeah, I'll probably end it there. So my thoughts on the ZAR is I think they're much better than the HM20s. I think they're too expensive. If these is like at least half the price, it'd be a much more kind of competitive. But with KZ charging, up towards 80, it's a bit. You are in the realm of the Truthier Hexa, which is a different tuning, but that's a better tuned product than this, and it's the same kind of price. Really, so they're not a bad set. So do I really recommend these? I would if there was a much cheaper. They're not a bad product. It's just normal KZ tuning, and it's a bit overpriced. But as a set, they're an okay set. They're not really bad. They should just be, like I've said a few times, KZ need to do a more of a balanced tuning instead of always loads of bass and always like forward, like lower treble kind of region. It needs more balance. They're not a bad set. Probably, obviously, you could throw a bit of EQ at it. I just think they're too expensive. I think they should be much closer to half the value kind of ballpark, really. And that's pretty much it, really. They're not an amazing set. They are a okay set. So I think that's pretty much it, really. If you want to know anything particular, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of the audio of this video as well. Please let me know in the comments. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.